You're probably looking at this clip thinking, what the heck is wrong with this? And I'm gonna fix it in a second. But life isn't perfect. Kind of like forgetting to color grade, right? Just kidding, I didn't forget it. I just wanted to do this. Much better. So this week I got something cool in the mail from GRND, and I'm gonna do a mini unboxing really quick. Okay, so we got this really cute, from their new line that they have out, sports bra, matching shorts to work out in, plus I love neutral colors and earthy tones, so I'm absolutely already impressed. Soft material. I'm definitely going to be wearing this to the gym ASAP this week. Okay, little towel, water bottle, a journal from the Omega Project, which I've seen before, so I'm super excited to have this in my hands. But out of everything really cool in this awesome box, the most impactful thing was this personalized note in there, and it couldn't have come at a better time, where I've really been in my head this past week, because it's been absolutely crazy, personal life, professional, you know, everyone has those days and those weeks. But they said something in here about just keep leading and giving 100% and then some. And that really hit, and it inspired me for this video today on Built to Perform. Welcome to episode 1. So everyone's got a story, everyone has that personal mission, and most of us have had to rebuild brick by brick. And that's what this series is all about. It is literally built to perform in life, at the gym, on the track, wherever it is. You are built to perform and handle what is thrown at you. So I've spent the last few years rebuilding my entire life. That's like my career after the military, leaving corporate once I felt like my identity was stripped away in a sense, rebuilding at the gym from bodybuilding to hybrid training. There is so much brick by brick effort that's happening to completely transform my life into the person and the life that I want for myself. And yeah, I'm a creator now. That's my job. But it's more than that. I'm a hybrid athlete. I'm a mom, which is my favorite job, by the way. Also super rewarding and challenging, but it's my favorite thing to do. I'm a storyteller, I'm an educator, but I'm also someone who's constantly learning every single day. But life and myself are more than all of that. And Built to Perform is the series where I get transparent and real with y'all. This isn't the highlight reel, it's the real, if that makes sense. So in the military, if there are any veterans or active military listening to this, you're gonna understand this part. I had purpose, I was fast, I was strong. It was very mission driven. Bottom line, I knew what I was showing up for. I knew what I was doing day to day. I knew that there was purpose behind everything that we did. When I left, I didn't quite feel the same anymore, because I went straight into a corporate job where, like I alluded to earlier, I felt like my identity was truly stripped from me. Corporate made me question everything. It was stability, but it wasn't for me. And then, I competed in bodybuilding twice. Bottom line is, fitness was that thread that wove into everything. It's what kept me going and mission driven, just like the military. It made me feel alive. It gave me my edge back. And it taught me discipline in a different form all over again. So here's the thing, when you actually start showing up, and I'm talking about like this on social media or different platforms, people are gonna start to project. And I'm not just talking about working out or talking. I'm talking about really showing up as your best version, trying to educate others, but also share your journey and some of the most vulnerable parts of it. And people are going to project. They're gonna say things like, you're obsessed with yourself, you do videos on social media because you need gratification from others, because you can't be strong on your own. And I'm gonna show some of that up here. These are real comments that I've gotten recently. And that just means I'm on the right track, because this stuff back in the day, you asked me 5, 6, 10 years ago, that would have bothered me so much. And now I kind of just laugh a little bit, because that's just a reflection of what these people are feeling on the inside. You don't know what inner battles people have. And that might be me taking the higher road. The other part is just wow, I hope you have a better day or find a better use of energy, not just shaming other people. But at the end of the day, the message I'm trying to give here is I don't show up for those types of comments and those people. But what I do show up is for you that are watching and taking something away from this. The people that need to give themselves permission to be vulnerable, but also to give them permission to be their best self possible. And I like to say that I'm walking proof of that, is I finally had to give myself permission to show up, to educate, to know that my story is going to touch someone else. Because at the end of the day, everyone has a story to share, and you don't know who out there needs to hear yours. Even if your voice is shaky, even if it's a little scared, your voice matters, and someone out there could use your story. And other than doing it for you amazing people, I do this for me too. This is the series. All of these series I've been putting out are the things that I needed when I was on my fitness journey, when I was on my post-mom body journey, because that postpartum depression and that hormone rush you get after giving birth are real, and they are life-changing. From the transition to the military, from bodybuilding to hybrid, from realizing that I can't just hold on to my past in ROTC or my past in the military active duty, that I need to be doing something great today. This series is for me and it's for you. So I'm not just building my body or a brand. I'm building a life that I believe in, one that I respect, and one that I believe others can replicate when they take certain actions in their life to become their best self. I work, I train, I parent, I create, and I'm hoping to pick up even more hobbies because clearly I'm not busy enough, right? That's a joke. I'm definitely very busy. And I do everything here with full intention, and not because it's easy, but because I finally know and believe that I am on the right path. And there is literally nothing worse than being stuck somewhere you don't belong or doing something that you hate. So if you feel stuck, exhausted, unsure, any combination of these things, you are in the right place. This is what this series is all about. You are built to perform, and you know this. So going back to this note, it says that everyone has a story, and to give 100% and then some. There is so much written on here. But the biggest thing is going further, giving 100% and then some, but again, that your story matters, that they said, we've been watching your story and it matters. And I'm here to tell you that yours matters too. And the awesome thing about this is I'm not at some mountaintop when people are like, congratulations, and like, you've done it. Like, no, I am still scaling a mountain. I am still trying to figure out what that best version is. I am on the path. And that's what makes this series so different, is that you're not coming to my channel and I've like made it to something, right? I'm not an Olympic athlete. I'm not someone who was like the first female in Ranger School. Like, that's just not my story. But what you're hearing here is my real story. It's part of it, and it's shaping in real time alongside all of you. It's not polished, it's not perfect, but I can guarantee that it's very real. Keep going, keep pushing, give 100% and then some. Every week, I'm gonna be right here. Built to Perform is for you on your journey. And Built to Perform is just the beginning. So comment below, tell me part of your story and hold yourself accountable to a new goal, or just come back for next week. If you're not comfortable, if you're not there yet, don't feel the need. But I do want to hear your story. It does matter, and I do read and comment back to everything, even the haters. Because remember, someone out there does need your voice. Let's keep building momentum. And you might be watching this thinking, well, that's good for you, Alyssa, but I don't even know what my story is. And at one point, I didn't know that I had one or that it mattered because it wasn't flashy and big and like, I lost 300 pounds or I'm an Olympic athlete. And no shame to any of those people that that's their story, but it was never mine. And that's okay. Everyone's is supposed to be unique. It took me saying yes to things that scared the hell out of me. And I'm talking getting on a stage without even ever having posed one time. So obviously didn't take anything home that competition. And then taking those changes, going to the next one, and then realizing, hey, this world isn't really for me. There's got to be more. Exiting the military, raising my son alone, leaving my corporate job without having a real solid plan if anything was going to work out. I literally told myself it's sink or swim, because if I don't do this, I'm going to be stuck in something I hate and be a very absolutely unhappy person. I mean, hell, I spent hours putting together Hybrid X, not knowing if the entire thing was going to flop. But luckily, there will be a phase 2 coming. I got a lot of great feedback from it, and I'm really happy if those watching or anyone who's watched that entire series, phase 1, through its entirety, followed along or just watched it to support me. So thank you again, because phase 2 is going to be coming, and I will announce that when the time is right. So now the chapter of my story that I am in is this hybrid athlete. I am growing into that. I am glowing from starting a skincare routine, from leaning into my femininity to being a better mom and being present, because I've been out of my corporate job for over a year now, being an entrepreneur. This is my story now, and I'm shaping it. I'm filming my life literally as a movie, and you can expect a lot more vlog series in different places everywhere I go for my work now. And this is just the beginning of shaping it. And this is definitely not because I figured out the secret sauce. I'm still figuring it out. Not everything works out perfectly. Some things do in fact flop when I think it's epic. I mean, that's life. This is real. The bottom line is that I tried. I put myself out there. I started with what felt true and then moved towards discomfort, if that makes sense. Because usually the best things lie on the other side of fear. And the fear of just judgment, the fear of failure, the fear of success even. Like, what do I do when I make it, right? Do we even ever make it? I don't know. But make sure when you're on this journey, you don't miss the most beautiful part, and that's the actual becoming. That is the middle part from start to finish. And like I said, even when you finish, you're gonna realize that it becomes an addiction almost of becoming better than that version of yourself. And your life is just gonna take the most beautiful, beautiful journey and turn that you probably can't even fathom right now. Because trust me, where I'm at right now, never would have believed that something was possible for me. So if you're stuck right now, here is what I would tell you. Try something that makes you nervous, maybe even a little fearful. Show up before you're ready and say it out loud, even if your voice shakes. Write, film, lift, capture, and don't forget to build. Your story does not come from comfort. It comes from building momentum. And the faster you start walking, the faster it starts making sense. You don't need a blueprint. You just need a beginning, a start, I'm not ready, but I'm doing this anyways. So start messy, start unsure, start not ready. Just do not wait. Because someone out there is going to hear your story and realize that they're not alone. All right, y'all. So I decided to grab my 8-year-old son with me. This is Mo.
Hi.
Massimo means the greatest in Italian. Just put it out there. And I decided what better way than to ask a child life questions, because throughout our time together, eight beautiful years together, he's taught me more about life sometimes than living life itself, if that makes sense. So, Mo, question number 1. What do you think is the most important thing that you could tell other people about living a life that you're really proud of?
To never give up and accomplish your dreams.
Yeah? And what's one of your biggest dreams?
One of my biggest dreams is to ride motocross and be a pro.
You want to be a pro?
Yeah.
Oh, man. So how do you think that you can get to that point?
I keep training, not giving up, and if I fall, I'll get back up.
So Mo, we've been together living our best life for about 8 years, right?
Yep.
What do you think has made our bond the strongest?
To always be by each other's backs, and if something's wrong, we help each other.
Yeah. So what do you think the most important piece of advice is to anyone who's stuck and doesn't know what to do in life?
To just try as hard as they can.
Yeah? Do you quit?
No.
No? Is quitting ever an option?
No.
No? Any last words you want to share with everybody?
Never give up. Because you may say you lose, but you only lose when you give up.
Dang, that's some good advice. Thanks, bud.
Bye.
Bye. I love you guys. Stay tuned for this absolutely epic series. I'm here for you. We're going to get vulnerable. We're going to get real. And be sure to check out my friends at GRND. They're doing amazing things. But thank you as always for being here. Love you.